Hey everybody. Well, hopefully I sound a little bit better today than I did yesterday. I slept a little bit better and I can breathe again. But this cold is still hanging on. I know some of the people I work with that's had it for several weeks and still have it, so I may be in for the long haul. But I was just looking at something online about Lindsey Lohan. Yes, Lindsey Lohan. Some people say that she's the luckiest girl. Some people say, she's too good of an actress to go to jail. I've heard it all. Lindsey needs to be behind bars because this is what's going to happen. She was just in court yesterday or day before, and they sentenced her to so many days in jail, but she only has to serve so much percentage of it, which I think would have been 6 days, but she only served a couple of hours, and out she goes again. And don't you know, I was just reading online at one of the news places that they're not even blaming, see, they don't blame the judge for this. They blame everybody but the judge. For her getting out, for the judge going ahead and letting her get out after about 2 hours, they're blaming that on the sheriff's department. They said the sheriff's department misled the judge and made the judge believe that there was room for Lindsey when in fact there wasn't. And after she was there, they realized there wasn't room, and so they had to let her go. How can the sheriff's department that worked there in that facility and know that building better than any judge not know? See, they're blaming this on the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department knows there's room in there for her. The judge is the one that's not making her stay. So when it comes down to it, when she dies, not if she dies, when she dies, then it's going to be all over Nancy Grace and all over Jane Velez Mitchell, and they're going to be saying, when are we going to stop this madness? Why didn't we do something? That's what they're going to be saying. We can't do anything if the judicial system will not hold up. And it's the judge that keeps letting her out. And I am so sick of every time she goes to court, they'll come on the news and they'll talk about it. And then they say, but you know what? The judge really laid down the law this time. And the judge said if she violates this one. How long has this been going on? A couple of years now? And how long has she been violating it? A couple of years now? And how long has the judge been saying this? A couple of years now. So nothing's going to happen. They're not going to do anything. If it were you or I, and ever since they've been saying there is no room for Lindsey down there, I bet you other people have been arrested and put in jail. I bet you they have. Then they come up and they say, well, because of the overcrowding that misdemeanors, if you have a misdemeanor, you can't spend the time in the jail. I wonder how many people, not everybody in that jail cell down there is in there for felonies. You know there's people in there for misdemeanors. Come now. And besides, as much as Lindsey Lohan's done, it must add up to be a felony by now, surely to goodness. Look how many times she's violated everything. And when she dies, I blame nobody but that judge. I blame the judges that keep letting her walk. I don't even blame her lawyer. Because the lawyer is simply doing what the lawyer's supposed to do. The lawyer is doing her job. She's only doing what she's supposed to be doing. So, therefore, it's not the lawyer's fault. Some people's going to blame Lindsey's dad because he recently got in trouble and he was arrested. And you know what, come to think of it, I wonder if he's serving time in that jail. Because he was arrested on charges of stalking, and he jumped off of a second or third story balcony to get away from the police. And I think he broke his ankle or broke his leg or he broke something. And he's been arrested several times for assault and battery and domestic disputes and this, that, and the other. People are going to end up blaming him. Lindsey's a grown woman. Lindsey can make her own decisions. And surely to God, as many times as she's heard people say, you're ruining your life and you're killing yourself, she can't say, well, Daddy won't let me stop. She can't say that. She's got her own mind. She can make up her own mind. See, everybody is too quick well, not everybody, I'm not saying everybody, but everybody that does put the blame somewhere. Everybody that puts the blame somewhere is too quick to put it on everybody else except Lindsey. And then when she does die, and it's going to be in the news media, and then they're going to have her on there, and then they're going to talk about all these other drug-related deaths and blah, blah, blah. And they're going to bring up how Amy Winehouse drank herself to death and this, that, and the other. And then they're going to say, when are we going to do something? Well, like I said, we can't do nothing. Our hands are tied. What can we do? We're not the judge. We're not the one sitting in there in a long black robe saying, boom, putting the gavel down. Judge has got to do that. And if the judge keeps letting her walk, she's letting her walk right back to the lifestyle to which she's killing herself with. And I guess that's all I got to say about that. So what do you think? Do you think her career will ever be the same? Because I don't think her career will ever be the same. I just don't see it being the same, because I feel like as far as a long term, as far as being in a movie or whatever, she always claims she's working, but I don't see anything she's doing. And as far as being in a long-term commitment movie-wise, I think people might be afraid to cast her in a role because they never know when she's going to have to go back to court. If they are going to put her back in jail, if they are going to make her stay, they don't know. They won't know what's happening with her. So I'm not, personally, I have never been a Lindsey Lohan fan. I don't have anything against her, but I've never been a fan. I just know the name. But she does need to go to jail. She needs to go to jail and serve some time. So it may not even be herself she kills. What if she gets into drunken rage or a fit of being drunk or on drugs and goes out and kills somebody else by accident? Is that going to stop them from putting her in jail? Would that be the felony that she needs to finally get behind bars? Is that what it's going to take? Well, I'm glad I don't live around her, and I'm glad my kids don't. And I guess that's all I got to say about that. And until next time, bye-bye.